This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else do you like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cerusia.
I'm your host who thinks two Nikas means two times the fun, Dave Spates.
This episode is our weekly anime recap. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Hey, yo.
Weekly anime recap.
We back.
We only have 7 anime.
Yes.
Because we got rid of one.
We were at 8 before, dang.
Well, yeah, Santa made it 8, and Santa's gone.
Santa sucks.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's more watched than actually a lot of the anime we're watching, though.
That's really sad.
Does it surprise you?
No.
Those tourists.
They're terrible.
They'll complain about, fan service, and then they'll watch an anime where it's like actual kids and they're talking about sex.
Well, yeah, because we already had this conversation. Moving on.
Yes. But let's move on to anime that doesn't stink. But apparently, the internet, some people on the internet, douse think it stink. I don't know where I'm going.
Doth think it stinks.
Doth, whatever, sure. My Hero Academia.
Season 8, the final season
Episode.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's got to be episode like 12 in the overall grand scheme, like episode 170.
Now I got to double check my things.
I don't know.
Because episode 10.
10.
Which is weird, because then it ended on episode 11. Which doesn't seem right? Doesn't seem right. We went on
This is episode 10, and next week's the last episode.
Yeah. No, yeah. 10 episodes.
Sense,
10 episodes. We're ending on 11. And episode 169.
Close.
Another solid My Hero ending episode.
Yeah. It's actually a lot to talk about in this episode, sort of. Yeah, but it was overall, it's a great episode. I just want to start at the top of this, though, that I kind of think, while this is an amazing story, this is so great, My Hero probably could have ended in 2 episodes after Deku beats Shigaraki, all for one, whatever.
More importantly.
Yeah. It's like, these are all really neat, but like Spinner's like half an episode bit. Yeah. They didn't need half an episode for that. Like,
no, I was very confused at that point because they were trying to do this thing where I was like, I don't think they were fully, but like feel bad for Shigaraki kind of thing and Spinner kind of thing. But like,
I don't think it works because they
were showing like panelists and like their old jerky ones are like, he was a monster, and then one guy's like, but what about his childhood?
Yeah,
which never like get that crap out of here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think you're right. Is that sort of what they were trying to do? But like, I don't think it's confusing because like it didn't work on like people obviously, but it's like it's also I think because they've taken an angle with Shigaraki's storyline throughout so much My Hero, and the overall lesson you come back to is like ththis guy sucks. Like,
he's like, terrible.
So, like, I mean, it's one last gasp to show, like, hey, they're not always good.
It's kind of funny. It's just like, so the villain not being fully evil thing, like, My Hero didn't really push that too hard, obviously. All for one, phenomenal villain.
Oh, yeah.
Had no redemption whatsoever and all this kind of stuff.
Pure evil.
But, like, Shigaraki, you could always hint they were, like, going to do that stupid thing with villains. They're like, well, maybe, like, actually, they would have been good, blah, blah. But then Shigaraki's like, I'm always good. I was like, I destroyed till the end. And then Spinner was like, he's like, we're going to destroy everything. I was like, so they were pure evil.
Yes.
But it is, what I find so funny is the people who like maybe the villain's actually not that bad. The good guy people, the people who like, the wicked type things and always like that, like hate Endeavor.
Yeah, it's really weird. Endeavor, who is really sorry about the bad things he did.
So it's always the people who hate the hero's journey and villains being villains are like they also like hate good people who like fall down a bad path and then come back to good.
Yeah,
it's like they like bad people who actually are never really that good.
Yeah, and then they like all their actions get validated because of childhood stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I don't want to compare apples to apples here, but Shigaraki like killed thousands, not millions, thousands of people, but like destroyed, and he would have killed millions.
100% tried to, very hard. Of his right mind.
I'm not saying this is my example. Villains are villains. Hitler's a villain. Mm-hmm. No one forgives that guy.
Nope. No.
Except for the Lord.
Yep.
If which he did probably didn't, but well, I don't know. I don't know what his personal thing is yet. But they're quick. Everyone's like, it's like, well, Shigaraki's the same.
Yeah, exactly. Shigaraki murdered
actually
a lot
had
of people.
Less of a horror. Yes, he watched his family die in front of him. Hitler went through a war.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not defending Hitler.
Yeah, careful there. It's an interesting slope.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, if you don't defend him, villains are villains.
I 100% agree. He's just evil. He's pure
Yeah.
evil. He killed a lot of people. He wanted to commit pretty much a worldwide genocide. He wanted
Yes.
to destroy the world.
Yes.
And it's like, that's not like being like facetious or anything. He literally wanted to disintegrate the planet. Like, so he is super duper bad. No redeeming qualities, just evil.
Yes,
like he's
yes.
yeah, if we're comparing stuff, his master is 20,000 times more evil than him. That's
True.
because he's just actual evil incarnate.
Yeah. Hey. Shigaraki and Spinner like to play video games, though.
Big day.
We like to play video games.
Oh, we like to play video games. So obviously,
therefore,
all is
ergo,
forgiven.
vis-a-vis.
All is forgiven. All is forgiven. Oh my
They
gosh.
like Deku's thing though. Is like he's like make it a comic book.
Yeah, that was nice. That was
and
nice.
then I did love that line. It's like illustrations breach all. What do you say? All languages and
intelligence barriers.
yeah.
That.
And I was like, it does.
It does. Comics are a world
Manga, comic.
Yeah.
You know, It is really funny how they focused on comics.
Yeah.
guess
That's what
more
superheroes
superhero,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole point of the show. And how America birthplace superheroes. Yeah. So that the whole Spinner bit, it was nice, but way too long. And then the other half of this episode, there's probably most of what happened, but the Uravity bit is the next part that comes up. Really, that's really big and really nice. It's Uravity. She all smiles and stuff, and you see she's like, did you know she was off? Like you just assumed she was off, right? The entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The reason I thought she was first off because they show her in the classrooms because the girls were like screaming at Deku. I was like, I'm jealous of her.
That makes sense.
Of course. First of all, that scene was hilarious when Bakugo and
that scene.
Shoto are being chased
By the underclassmen, and they're just like, "Oh, we need your autographs."
and Mineta there, Gravejuice is like, yeah, I love when he's like, Deku or pretty boy, I'm fine with it, but a delinquent, unforgivable.
That was really great. I liked when Bakugo hid behind Ida and was like acting like, "Get him, class rep."
I know. Yeah, he's like, they were running in the class, running in the hallway, running class rep. I love that. That was a great sequence, and I love Deku's whole thing. He's like, well, I think Bakugo struggles with it not because it's like, doesn't he usually like when people like fan over him? He's like, yeah, but he was never really been around girls because they just stayed away from him. So I think the girls are throwing him off.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but I thought that's what it was. And then when they were at the construction site, that's when I was like, oh, something else is off here.
Something weird. And then she's pretty much got like, turns out she's got like some trauma, survivor's remorse, yeah, over Toga.
Once again, like,
I understand why the hero would think that
exactly.
way. That's I understand why the hero would think that way.
The hero would think that way. And it's one of those things, though, I will say this, is even the scene of the construction scene, I was like, heroes are so much better.
This is true.
These good people, they never stop.
Yeah.
Villains are like, destroy, move on.
Yeah.
Good
Done.
Heroes are just like, not only do we have to save the world, lose some of our friends, the Phantom Thread guy, he should be dead. But
that was disappointment.
That was disappointing. But but other people did die. Whatever, Nightshade or whatever her name was.
You've gotten both. There you go. You got both those names wrong.
I know. I can't remember.
Midnight and Edge Shot or something. like that.
Phantom Thread was a movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. It's really boring, but his acting is incredible. But people died, and not only after that, then they still gotta go back to work and restore things. Like heroes rule. Villains are just like,
man,
that's why Spinner's
Let's
like,
go play video games.
Spinner's like, this is He's like, I can't believe this. I was like, oh, it's so tough being you.
Oh, darn, dude.
You know what you could have not done? Villains.
Yes, 100%. I understand they had a more backstory. I get it, but at the same time, man, don't be evil.
Yeah, so I get Uravity there with Toga because she wanted to save her.
Yes.
And then she saved her instead at the end. I get it. But once again, I will say this too. Not to sound like mean to Uravity. I mean, she was one person and a serial killer. Like, a lot of people died. And, you're really, making it out to be like, you know, like there's a lot of people, like, parents died, kids died.
Toga killed a lot of people
who weren't serial killers, and you're really crying over the serial killer.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you did this in private.
Remember when Toga killed that old lady just to put on her face to say hi to you
Yes.
for 5 minutes?
Yes. So it's a good thing you cried about this in private.
Yes,
Because if you did this on the news,
I would
I would have been the one of those blue collar workers in a bar. I'd be like, oh, crying over a serial killer. I lost my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
No flags lowered for him.
Yep. But the serial killer
Oh,
who unleashed an army of other serial killers on people.
Yeah, almost caused us to lose the war.
Yeah, big time. Oh,
and there was 2 wars.
Two.
There kind of was. At least
there was like 4.
Yeah. 4 wars. Yeah, no. But then Deku, like an absolute G.
Of course, showing up out of nowhere there. And then we got their, magnificent internet breaking, apparently, handhold.
Yeah, the way the internet reacted, what's obviously, this is what everyone came here to hear us talk about, because they knew we'd have a problem with this. The way the internet acted, I thought they, like, almost, like, did it.
Yeah.
But they just, like, held hands and, like, talked like that. Honestly,
they hugged.
I thought they were going to do something more, and which blew my mind, because the anime never does that.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? But they just, like, held hands.
Yeah, that was about it. And that was, like... And that was enough to send the entire internet into a friggin'... Not the entire internet. A part of the internet. The worst part of the internet. Into a tailspin.
0.5%.
Yeah, the people that make people hate My Hero Academia. The My Hero Academia crazy fans. They wanted Deku and Bago to be so gay for each other so badly that this hug... At most, I'm being generous calling it a hug. Broke their brains. They started 1-starring the show. You were telling me they were trying to get the show like destroyed because their little headcanon nonsense was not real. And when I saw the posts about that, I was like, oh, you people, you make this. And then I see counter posts, people saying like, My Hero is actually a pretty good anime. They've been too mean to it over the years. It's the fans that suck. It's like, yes. They are terrible.
My Hero deserves Anime of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down. First of all, the word headcanon is dumb. And it shouldn't exist. It's just
stupid.
It doesn't make any sense because that's like saying my head reality.
Yeah, it's called your imagination.
Yeah. So when you imagine,
yes.
Canon is a specific word for a specific reason, biblical. But like, and then they try to make it, it's like, that's why I like the terms fiction and nonfiction. Mm-hmm. Those are good labels.
Mm-hmm.
So,
great, yeah.
Yeah, because one is real and one's not real.
Yep, fact or not a fact.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
And then, but like, headcanon's up. 2, what is with that group of people and not understanding male relationships? Like, they just don't, like, they have been doing this with Frodo and Sam. Yep. They do it with every male, like, well, they're so close. And it's like, yeah, guys will ride and die for each other. Yeah. Why do you understand like the term of like, oh, I wouldn't trust him in a foxhole. Yeah, exactly. Guys go to war.
Yeah, it happens. I think that's all because it destroys masculinity, and they know that subconsciously, but they can't say that because saying that be mean. That'd be them admitting being gay is not masculine, so they have to. So that's like the long-term thing that they're trying to like. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's what they try to do, though.
It was also just...
They try to destroy masculinity left and right.
It's also just weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah.
It's like, I've shipped people 100%, all straight, by the way, but I shipped people in shows 100%, and then they don't happen. I'm like, oh, I should have been with that person. Nah.
Yeah. Oh, that 100%. Yeah, that's insane. Like, what they're doing that way is insanity.
Yeah, and then it's also just, like, weird to do it with, like, people who clearly have no relation at all.
Sure, yeah.
Like, the people I usually ship would be, like, I'm trying to think of some reason. Yor and Lloyd are already that's not even a ship. That's just a fact. They're married.
We literally have talked about it recently.
Yeah, there's had been in other people.
Yeah.
Like One Piece, Zoro and Robin, kind of.
Yeah.
Sanji and Pudding has to happen. Has to happen.
Already has happened in my head.
Head canon.
But no, in my imagination.
But it's also just so weird they do it with people who have no sexual relations.
Yeah, exactly. At all. Or interest toward each other in any way like that.
It also just shows that like you guys are really weird into like sex.
Yeah, you're really like that's a weird thing you have to put everything into.
The Frodo and Sam one makes me so.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, but it's another male friendship, and they have to be like, we can't have that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's so weird, and it's really big in the anime community for some reason.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of French nerds here.
Yeah, exactly.
But beyond that, the whole gang celebrates, and then Bakugo points out that he has an ember left, And everyone's like, what do you mean an ember? Which Deku pretty much is saying, my powers are going to go away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad.
And then the preview was weird.
Yeah.
If that's Sugar... Do you think that's Shigaraki?
I kind of hope not, but...
If that is, that's going to make me so bad.
Yeah.
Like, extremely mad.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those, like, why can't anyone just die?
What was his name from One Piece? The one that set me over the edge.
Was it the bird guy?
No, it's a samurai.
Oh, man. What was his name? Oh,
that splits in half.
Man, it's been so long since I
it starts with a K. Whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
I hated when he lived.
Too Japanesey.
That's not a spoiler. That's from Wano. That's forever ago.
Yeah, it's forever ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, wait, what? I said Japanesey.
I said spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering.
I can't remember his name, but yeah, I'll just feel like this is dumb.
Yeah.
His outfit looks exactly like Shigaraki.
Yeah, it does, and his hair too.
Unless it's like a like spectrum kind of thing, you know, not spectrum, a specter kind of thing, where it's just
I think it's gonna
a visualization of something.
Maybe, or it's gonna be like young Shigaraki and it's a reset or something like that.
If it is, that's wicked.
It's a cop
dumb.
out. It's a cop out. Is what it is. It's like I'm not gonna kill anybody, but whatever.
Yeah, that would be really annoying.
I would be very annoyed by that.
And if the other thing they do continue that I know, I'm gonna be like, oof, you shouldn't even made this episode.
Lovely. Well, that does suck for My Hero.
Yeah, when you saw that, were you like, no?
I saw that and I was like, please just be some hero or some kid that's like Shigaraki, and they're gonna save this kid and stop the cycle. Please let that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be really cool?
Or maybe that kid was like, the kid looks like Shigaraki. The preview was pretty like, we're gonna show you that it might be Shigaraki, so it might not be, but like maybe it was a kid who like thought Shigaraki was super cool, and now he doesn't.
That'd be kind of cool. He also had weird wire around his mouth. I don't know what his quirk is.
Yeah, so I mean that's one of the reasons I'm thinking like it was more of like a what's it called, red herring. Like,
maybe, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know.
But if it is, that would be annoying.
Yeah,
I'll just do the Naruto. Where I'll just be like, oh my god, My Hero is so good. And remember at the end, the last episode when Uravity and Deku were holding hands, then Bakugo said last Ember. And someone be like, there was an episode after that. I was like, nah, there wasn't.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just like, you know, Madara loses.
Yep.
And then Naruto and Sasuke fight.
Yep, exactly.
Nothing happens in between.
Exactly, that's it.
But let's move on.
How are we moving on without talking about the scene where he who is controlling everything has a statue?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was amazing. He's like, oh, what do you say? He's like, I won. Or something.
He's like, I'm controlling everything or something like that. Yeah, it's amazing. Had to get that little bit in there.
Yeah.
And one last point. This might be my ending of the year. Or whenever it's in the next cycle yet. This My Hero Academia.
The song.
The song, the whole outro ending thing they got going on, where it's just the
good.
entire My Hero.
Yeah,
like,
it's very good.
And every time it starts playing, I'm like, I gotta watch this whole thing. This is a decade of me watching shit right now.
Yeah, I will say also, I definitely don't think it's the most fire opening My Hero had, but like now, like I watch it, I'm like, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's still fine. It makes sense.
It fits the season very well. But let's move on.
Moving on
to Spy X Family season.
Season 3.
Episode.
Ooh. 10.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good episode, per usual.
Oh, yeah. First, you got the bus driver who hates his wife.
Yeah. She's mean.
She sounds like a huge bitch. He also
terrible.
sounds like an absolute friggin' idiot.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. A lot going on there.
Yeah.
Maybe she not got him married.
Yeah, maybe. Sounds like they don't have any kids either.
Yep. Wonder why.
Did like with Frost there when she was like, we talked for 0 minutes and 12 seconds.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was so funny. It was cool storytelling at the beginning of the episode because they opened up with like that man was lying, and Lloyd's like, I don't know if he knew he was lying though, and it was like very cool to see how that worked. And then it was obviously hilarious his gigantic, scary, ugly wife, like just being like, I liked it when you were in the hospital, so I can't stay awake when you're snoring.
Well, at first I started like them in different beds.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a thing in this world?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know.
Just because like Lloyd and Yor do sleep in different rooms, so their beds are huge. So
yeah,
they look like beds that like, why would you have such big beds? So
I have a huge bed.
Yeah, but like, that's a good point.
I don't think I understand the point you're making. I don't think we have evidence to actually prove otherwise.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen a couple in a room together.
That's true.
Sleeping.
That's true. But then we found out they hate each other.
Yes.
Or he's scared of her.
She hates him.
Yeah. And then it seems like Lloyd was doing his magic to help him out. I did like when he was like, pay attention. I mean, how fast your footsteps are. And Frost was like, Twilight, most people can't do that.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good.
Or she's like, if I was your wife, I would never treat you like that, and I would never want to leave you. I was like, calm down.
Yeah, relax now. Oh my goodness, how did that remind me how that little part of the story ended?
Pretty much he just said everything was working out, and yeah, that's like
That's about it. Little happy little ending thing there.
it was just a happy little ending there.
Nice.
This looks like remember, and then we got to Yor and the gals.
Yeah, this is the part of the episode that I focused on a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was so much funny.
Yep, they went and got drinks after. First of all, whoever hires the women at that workplace,
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing. They are creating a culture.
Yes, but then they went and got drinks and they did women things.
Yep,
as
of course.
women do.
Trying, to get her to shit on her husband.
To prey on her downfall.
Exactly.
Not only was the one girl really hoping that Lloyd was a huge piece of crap so she could crap on him, the other girl was about to tell her to leave him.
Yep. Yes.
By the way, they're married.
Yep. The two of them.
Because they're spinster women who... there's nothing worse for guys out there.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing for your girlfriend is her single friends.
Yeah, they'll wreck you. They'll wreck you pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll
Unless they're nice
destroy that
Catholic
image.
women, then you're good.
Yeah. But it's like it's such a so funny how it's such a dangerous thing across cultures too.
Yeah.
It's like this is Japanese. This is not an American culture that they're doing this in right now. And
That's
it's still
so
happening.
true.
It was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? The Japanese didn't even escape this?
Yeah, I don't know why women want to prey on other women's downfall.
It's so weird.
Even the first girl, before they even drink, she's like, yeah, tell us about your, like, she wanted there to be sadness in Yor's marriage to make her feel better.
Yeah.
The one girl was chill. She didn't get,
She was fine.
Because she's the only one who was also married, I think. Right? The other girl was married. Either she was married or had a fiance. The one girl wasn't.
I think the blonde one who's always mean, I think she has a fiance. Wasn't that how?
Yeah, they met at like the party.
Yeah, they had a party and Yor caught something that was about to be spilled on. That the lady was about to dump on her and she caught it with her foot. And Lloyd showed up with like stab wounds or something.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Okay,
That was like
it was
episode 3.
Might have been an engagement party. Might have been something.
like
I don't
that.
remember.
Yeah, something like that.
But the married woman was just. She sounds mean, first off.
Yes.
They all sound mean.
Yes.
I will say, the one thing I do enjoy about this episode, so if you also grew up in the time that we grew up and you have to hear a bunch of stupid people on a certain side of a certain thing go, boomers bitching about their wives, like, oh, they hate their wives. Boomers are so annoying complaining about their wives. So awful they complain about wives. I'm like, do you guys think you don't do that?
Yeah, I know.
This episode's reminds me, they're complaining on their husbands. Understandably so. Do so.
Yeah.
You're insane. Listen. Travis Kelce recently was like, me and Taylor Swift never fight. You're a loser.
I mean, yeah.
No one wants to hear that. First of all, no one wants to hear it. If you're that guy who's in your guy friend group or girl who's in your girl group and you go, me and my relationship are perfect. I don't want to say anything negative ever. It's just like, then don't say anything.
Yeah. Why you need to say that? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that you
just
said
shut up.
that. Yeah.
Just shut up.
Just like hang out and be happy. Then.
Also,
like,
that's wrong.
Really, I know. But I was like, if that's like, so let's put in a magical world where that is fully true and all that stuff, and you have no complaints about your partner there, then like, why even open up and saying that? You don't even need to say it. In fact, you probably know that's going to hurt someone else by saying that. So why are you saying that? So maybe just don't say that. But in reality, it's because you're also insecure. So
Yeah. I do like, though, Yor gets trash. And then she's thinking.
one drink, and it was very funny. They were evident. It was one drink.
Yeah. She's like, why'd you give her so much alcohol? She's like, I gave her one drink.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy that she thought about all the things Lloyd does for her. And it makes sense. Lloyd goes above and beyond because he's like, I need to make sure this is perfect.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and I don't think Yor really isn't the greatest of, what's that word? Housekeeper? Not housekeeper.
Housewives?
Housewives. But she does she does her job.
Mm-hmm.
And that is protect Miss Anya.
Yes. She gets that done pretty well. Almost killed her dad in this episode, though.
Almost. She's almost done it before, but.
When she almost done it before.
What, Lloyd?
Oh yeah, she has almost done it several times before. Yeah,
Several times, yeah.
That's true. But this one cracked me up where she is like pounds that drink, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna die, honey.
Yeah, I know.
And then she grabs a knife and is like imagines talking to the handler.
Yeah, I know. I thought that scene was real.
Yeah, for a second there, dude. Yeah, I did. It's like, oh no,
Lord.
she's wearing the clothes from the restaurant. This isn't imagination, is it?
Well, then I thought, I was like, the handler's an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, you need to kill your husband to save your marriage? Okay. And I was like,
from a girl that's clearly drunk off her ass.
I know, yeah. I was like, I didn't realize the handler was so dumb.
Apparently,
but apparently not.
Apparently not. Oh my, that was nuts.
But I did like, they're like, yeah, walk in, get a, hello kiss. That's totally normal, which it is completely normal. And I love how they know that Yor doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, when they mentioned it, and they're like, do you think she's really going to do it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was funny as all get out. And then Yor going home. It was the, I don't know, that entire sequence where she falls, he catches her, and her love meters.
Well, first, I love how the meter is called that meter again.
That meter.
Then that second meter again.
Yep,
I thought that was so funny.
She did have the conscious wherewithal to not kill him this time, though.
What did she do?
She threw herself over his arm and smashed into the ground.
Yeah, because it caused like a huge cloud burst.
Yeah, she threw herself over his arm into the ground.
It's Yor. I'm surprised she didn't go through the floor.
She might have. She might have.
I did like Lloyd's like, what is going on?
I don't understand. I do like that's how his response is like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, which honestly, Lloyd is the best spy in the world, except when it comes to his family. But in this situation, I don't think anyone would.
No. You did your best.
Did like Anya being like, mommy and dad here flirting too loud. That was cute.
Funny. That was really funny again. But yeah, overall, great episode. And then, forget.
The after credits scene.
Oh, yes.
With the space.
The space!
Oh my gosh. When his one friend, who totally looks like he'd be into space.
Oh, yeah.
One of the goons.
His head looks like a freaking spaceship.
I know. And he's like, and they're going to have the space rocket, blah, 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 blah. And David's like, lame. Another fat kid's like, I bet there's not even good food. Classic goon activity. These guys are the best.
Of course.
Then they show up, and of course Anya's super into space because Anya's what'd she say? Oh, she wants to build a castle on the moon.
Yeah, there it is. Yes.
And then
that's when she's flying around, and the one goon kid's like, oh yeah, this is the coolest thing ever. Starts talking up, and just instantly Damien's jealousy goes through the roof.
I love Becky's face. Like,
I know Becky with all this like social knowledge here. It's like, eh. And then he talks like, well, really, it's a political thing, so those in politics will probably go to the moon, so I'll probably go there first, or what the hell.
No, he's like, so I could make it so there could be a castle on the moon.
Yeah. They don't hear him at all.
And I did love the scene on. He's like, oh no, going down, and he's like, Vice Captain, you need to calm down. We're freaking out. I was like, that looks like tons of fun.
That was like a blast. That was like a freaking blast.
But it was that scene cracked me up. I just a goon getting along with Anya is so
funny.
It's
great. Yeah, they're kids. They're fun.
Honestly, I don't know who's writing the kids scenes.
Yeah.
But they write them so adorable and funny.
That's great.
That they're just so fun to watch.
It was very heartwarming.
Yeah.
You got to speak up if you want to be heard by her.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but that is true of Anya.
That is true of Anya. She is. Yeah, you got to yell in her face.
But let's move on to One Punch Man season.
Season 3.
Episode.
I don't know. 10.
9.
9. Cool. Could be 13. Be done.
Yeah. I will say once again a better episode.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a lot better episode.
It was a lot better episode.
Once again, show is unredeemable.
Yes, the shows are unredeemable.
This episode did rock.
The show was a lot. This episode was pretty good. The bird guy was very funny.
Very funny, and honestly, Child Emperor's stuff was really cool.
His stuff was really cool.
That Mega Beam, he had a really cool name for it too.
That shot into space.
I was like, what? The mini Brave bots.
Those were fun.
Those things were cool
fun.
Too.
Yeah, I really liked those. Yeah. When he called the drill or robot or whatever the heck it was, when he called that in for the first time, it just bursted out of the ground around him. I was like, all right, that was pretty. That was Aura farming right there.
I would say it's like watching this. It's like if they paced the beginning better, and this was the level of animation, I would have enjoyed the show.
Probably, yeah.
I definitely would have enjoyed it. This animation is good enough.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
But because it's coming off of just absolute dog water, like horrendous dog water, and I'm expecting that to happen again.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend. Like some of the scenes weren't that great, but overall, there was actually there were scenes where I was like, we couldn't have done this before.
I know.
There's there was one part where he's flying with the robot, doing flips and stuff.
Yes.
And the bird guy's flying around him, and it's actually all a bunch of different new movements. I'm like,
what is going on here? Yeah, I agree.
They couldn't have done this before.
No, it was physically impossible.
Yeah,
physically impossible.
That robot was cool.
I did like the robot. It was a Gundam.
The Phoenix idea was cool too. First of all, ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it was just like if you keep dying, he keeps reincarnating
Getting
stronger and stronger and stronger until he's like the golden god.
Yeah, and then he was like half evil, half golden or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then I like the way Child Emperor beat him.
We're just like, well, excuse me. I tossed someone like a flea into your.
It was a ticklebot.
A ticklebot into your suit there.
So then he ripped it open.
And then Child Emperor was like, I'm gonna go to town.
Yeah,
just
so
buzzsaws.
Yeah. Also, at first I was like, those two guys are alive again. Yeah. By the way, wasn't great to watch that at the gym.
That part, yeah.
Yeah, two naked dudes.
My bad. I forgot about the naked. I forgot about the naked dudes.
But I was like, why are they alive? That's so dumb. Then I was like, oh no, wait a minute. He brought all those people back to life.
Who?
The Phoenix guy.
Oh yes, yes.
That's why they were alive. Because
I have watched the episode and like caught the good animation. That makes sense.
I watched that. It was like, it was the best episode of the season so far.
Sure, I'd agree with that. Yeah. I have watched it. It's One Punch Man, so that's assume I can do now. But I mean, I'll focus a little more on the next one. We'll see.
Yeah. If
I see one still frame I don't like, I'm done.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, they didn't even do the like dark image thing.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, it was pretty much just pace moving forward the entire time.
Yeah, once again, this season's still gonna get like a 4 or 3.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe a 2.
Oh yeah.
But this episode I was watching it and it was annoying me how much I was enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is actually fun. Actually, you know what? Child Emperor rules.
Child Emperor is pretty cool.
I was like,
he's pretty cool.
I was like, I did like the kid though blowing up a spot. He's like, my ultimate weapon, bah. And he's like, why didn't you just use that in the beginning? And he's like, yeah, why didn't you use it in the beginning?
No.
Clearly there's a limitation on it. Oh, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Well, it's about to last 15 minutes. Anime logic.
That's true. Yeah, that's
the Phoenix guy's powers were dope too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was unleashing. Let's see, when he shot off the feathers, I really thought it was cool.
Yeah. He had a paramecia thing, kind of like Endeavor.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah.
When he caught that punch was awesome.
That was good.
And then I love just like the Child Emperor from above, and he's like, "It's override all systems," and he was like, pfft. I was like, "This," and then they start going through the floor. I was like, "All right, this is pretty cool."
We turned the one fist back in. We turned the one fist back into a drill.
That was awesome.
And it was like, oh,
that was cool too. Yeah, there was a lot of cool scenes. Smart.
You're thinking Child Emperor.
There was a lot of cool. The music was cool. I was like, "What are we doing out here? Why could we have not done this all season?"
I know, but because physically impossible.
Yeah. And I was like, this is how it's supposed to be, like one fight per episode.
Yeah. Nice. And like, because this is what I mean, they are dungeon crawling essentially right now. So that's what it should be. Yeah. I did, that one scene that I did die laughing at was when Child Emperor, when they broke all the way down into, it was tracking Flash's monitor, and they broke all the way down into that room. And he's like, Flash, where are you? And it cuts to where Flash is, and he's just like, dink.
Yeah.
Guess we'll go this way.
That was awesome. I was dying laughing. That was hilarious. Yeah, Child Emperor really, I was like, man, you really moved up my rankings.
Just a bit there, yeah. Just a bit, yeah.
Then also, that stupid freaking kid, Wagami, whatever, he's like, was there anyone else with you? And he's like, no. I was like,
what a jerk.
I was like, honestly, this is an anime. I hope you die.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of a jerk.
Listen, if this is the real world, I hope it's the best for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get any better.
I hope you die, but I hope you get a chance to say sorry to that kid. Even though that kid has been taken by Garo. I don't even know where Garo is.
That might be true. But also the kid was super annoying. He's like, why aren't you saving me? Why aren't you saving me? If I was Child Emperor, I would have been like, I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to save you. Go all the way over there.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, oh no, I threw him into a wall and exploded.
Oh no. Shucks.
Yeah. Then at the end, Saitama just absolutely dodging those guys, and then they yell at him for dodging his thing, and they're like, "We'll be back for you."
I is that always a response when people are like, when they're attacking Saitama, he's like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that," and they're just like, "Oh, well, we're only known for our speed, and he just outspeeded us. Pfft, don't worry about that, right?"
Well, they're just like, "What's wrong with you?"
I know.
We'll be back for you. How dare you do that to us? It's like, all right. Well, I do hope you come back.
Yeah, I do hope you come back, guys.
Yeah. But good. That was one of the better ones. Still not a great season, though.
Correct.
Okay. Let's move on to Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, episode.
Oh, yes.
So it's episode 10 as well.
It is episode 10.
Nice. Oh, I wish it was episode 5. I'm not sure to keep going forever.
This is also unexpected, but didn't hate it.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, dude.
What an epic fight.
What an awesome
epic fight.
Oh my goodness, the squaring off between like two of the most lived characters in the entire anime right here. Like, Tojima is the Kamen Rider, and Tackle too is Tackle.
Yeah,
and
whatever their actual name is.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. I only remember Tojima because it's his friggin'
it's his
name.
show.
It's his show. But this fight was great because it really demonstrated like how the show does a really good job of demonstrating how the different Kamen Riders have just different fighting styles, and they really showcase this one when Tackle was flinging him all over the place, pretty much breaking his head on the ground every single time. He was just getting back up.
Doesn't stay down.
So
also
awesome.
Showcase how strong he is.
Yeah,
that he like would barely hit her and she would like fall apart almost.
Yeah, I want him to win.
The boob
so
physics
badly.
in this episode was
insane. They're out of control.
The
There's a point where she like flipped him, and so of course they got a full on chest shot of her and all that stuff, and she threw him on the ground, and then he just immediately like crabbed and knocked her up, and I was like, this is insane.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
This fight. This was one of those fights where I felt like a little kid watching like Power Rangers, where I was like, yeah, and he just didn't want it to end. You're like, get back up. For both of them, you're like, get up, and it was I was like, I don't care who wins this.
Yeah.
And like you think like me and Davis would be like, oh, it's gotta be
Tojima.
I'm actually now so excited for this Tackle Riderman fight.
I know.
I think it's gonna be awesome
because they have such similar fighting styles.
What a good job on the show to actually circumvent
yes
our expectations and do something that before the tournament when they announced it, me and you're like, it's got to be Tojima and V3.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
It has to be.
We don't want anything else.
Yeah. This was the least imagined outcome that we had.
Yeah,
because like let's be real here, friggin' female combatant, it was never an option.
Yeah, no.
But this was like this was the least one. Like we thought it had to be V3 and Tojima, and you can maybe see it being like
I think Tackle over. I didn't think Riderman had it in him. I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, I thought Riderman was getting knocked out.
I don't know.
I did not expect Riderman to make it to the finals.
I thought if it was like Tackle versus like V3, maybe.
Yeah.
But I didn't think Tojima would go down. Tojima will go down, but he went down in an awesome way. They just were going blow for blow.
Yeah. And honestly, Tackle got a little lucky there because she took his mask off in one of those hits, and that was Kamen Riders to go down, but Tojima does.
Yes. I will say also, I hope it made him realize he does need to learn to fight a little bit.
That'd be kind of nice if he did that.
Because everyone there, and actually, you know what? I'm actually, now that I think about it, it only makes sense that V3 and Tojima lost. The only ones who are like, I don't need to learn how to fight.
Exactly.
The other two like learned how to fight.
Yeah, they learned real world combat.
Yeah, so it actually makes total sense that they would win.
Yeah.
So maybe, could you imagine Tojima with like
actual karate?
He kicked in this episode too.
Yeah.
I was
like, oh, here we go.
Oh man, that was such a good episode.
I know. The fight was back and forth, which is so good.
Yeah, it was every time he got hit, I was like, oh no,
I know.
Get up.
I want Tojima to have a real costume so badly.
I worry that he will never.
I hate that I have that same worry.
Yeah.
When Dave flashed to him and when she was like looking at him and she saw Kamen Rider, I'm like, this fight would be 20,000 times cooler if he had it at least.
He might actually.
I want him to get at least a real mask.
I don't know how long the manga, if it is a manga, I don't know how long the manga is. I feel like eventually he would have to because it's gonna amp up.
Like it has to.
I mean, we're talking about like there's real world evil. People die in this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the show is like got it all. It's like you're like hilarious ensues. Actual people fighting. Those people just died.
They just died pretty badly. Oh
like,
wow, brutally.
Oh
man.
Jeez. You got sad stories with delinquents and their dads selling whatever those fish
pastries.
Things. Yeah, and those jerks breeding whatever.
Yeah. Then you got like a vampire monster thing just feeding blood to another monster.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's a lot to this show. It's really sad that no one's watching it.
Literally
no one.
Blows my mind that no one's
I imagine everyone. If you don't skip past this, just in the comment section, just put Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really sad. I feel like we're talking to nobody with this.
Yeah.
The only person I know watches is Cody, and he's like, it's amazing. I was like, I know. It's got old school anime vibes.
Yeah. It's got good combat. It's got funny characters. It's
great. Yeah, the crew was already.
The crew is when that crew formed in like episode 10, so episode 6. Yeah. I was like, this is going to be sensational.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's really annoying that it's not popular.
I know. I don't understand why. Maybe it's like Freerun took a second into its season and really started flying.
Also, it might be super popular in Japan.
Maybe, yeah. There's a hope right there.
Like if they were to show here, like anime version here, it was like Davis wants to be a Power Ranger, and like it was the same exact premise, I'd be watching the crap out of that.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be like, Except I'd be like, it would depend on which Power Ranger he picked.
I mean, yeah. Depends. Tommy Oliver was my hero,
knew it.
so I always pick the different Power Ranger, the
biggest
extra.
dork.
I don't
Power
care.
Ranger would
I
pick
don't
the
care.
Ravenclaw.
Biggest dork.
The
biggest dork.
The
Power Ranger.
Ravenclaw.
He was
Power
the
Ranger.
Green Ranger before we even knew there could be a Green Ranger.
Oh
he
my
had
gosh.
a dragon as his
Cool.
Zord, and then he was the White Tiger.
He was the biggest dork.
Are
no,
you
no,
kidding?
sorry. Not Tommy. The Blue Ranger is the biggest dork.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. That's not Tommy Oliver.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I'm sorry. I was thinking the Blue Ranger. I just assumed.
You're a moron.
I know.
That's what you are.
I just assumed.
How dare you?
I just assumed you picked the Blue Ranger, so I just went with that in my head. I headcanon that.
How dare you?
I
How
had
dare you?
No, the Green Ranger is awesome.
Yeah,
The choices are red, green, and white. Those are only choices.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Red, green, and white. I agree.
Black
with that,
could be a choice, but we're white, so we can't.
Nah, we can't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, especially out of the original crew. Yeah, green was.
But red, green, and white, those are the choices.
Yep, 100% agree.
Blue, you're a dork.
Mm-hmm.
Pink, that's fine. If you're a girl, and yellow, that's fine if you're an Asian girl. That's how the show did it.
That's how the show did it. That's how the show did it.
That's how the show did it. Were there other colors?
In the first season of Mighty Morphin?
No, there wasn't anything else, right?
No, not really. I mean, because Tommy was the new color. He was green at first, and then when the Green Ranger lost his powers and they had to get rid of him, they turned him into the White Ranger. And that was pretty much there was a Gold Ranger eventually.
Yeah.
That was like that, but that was a whole different storyline. That was a whole thing going on.
Side note, just because I'm thinking of colors, I just saw this post, a random tangent, and then we got to move off this show. Someone online I saw complaining that Mace Windu had a purple sword. They're like, it's clearly racist because like purple drink and like grape juice, that was racist moving them. Just in case misinformation out there, Mace Windu, otherwise known as Samuel L. Jackson, asked for a purple lightsaber.
Yes, there's literally a video of him asking George Lucas.
And George Lucas at first was like, no.
And then he was like, sure.
And then it was awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Mace Windu rules.
It opened to multiple colors.
Yeah. But let's move on to May I Ask You One Last Thing episode.
It's May I Ask You One Final Thing.
Thank you.
And it's episode 10 as well. No, episode 11.
It is.
Yeah, there we go.
The reason I messed that up is so I shorthand all my notes.
Yeah.
And what I have shorthand is May I Ask You One Last Question. But I just try to remember it. Solid episode again. Just shows a solid show. Love the dragon guy.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Who also is apparently a god.
Oh, okay, so we're talking about the dragon prince kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. His flame went insane.
He like endeavored these people.
Yeah, after he was just hanging out there, letting them beat up on him.
I know.
Because he has his iron body blessing or whatever.
I know.
And
He's like, I needed this cool breeze.
Thank you. And then he just absolutely obliterated the battlefield.
When Human Torch on them.
Yeah. I think the only other scene that I liked more than that in this episode was when the two the two, what are her spies, the elf kid and the furry kid, were like, oh yeah, the Dragoons got under control and they seem pretty level-headed, so it'll be fine. The second command seems pretty level-headed. Second command takes one stray shot to the cheek and then just unleashes fury. I was like, yes.
I love the second in command.
Yeah.
When the dragon guy was like, come by anytime, well, blah, blah. And he just hits him in the side. He's like, what was that for?
That was good. That was fantastic.
Also, Lucius there getting pretty jealous.
I know.
And said, like, I've had feelings. And then he said it was about what? Like, he said it was a sandwich or something. When he's like, if you've had these feelings for 10 years. And then later on, she's like, what were those feelings about? And he said,
it was pretty much asked her on a date.
Yeah.
For a sandwich.
Yeah.
Or something
and
like
that.
It
was a sandwich.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, Lucius,
last
try.
I'm just saying, man, you gotta act on these things when they're hot because she's got a pretty decent godlike dragon prince
who's awesome.
Who sounds like he'd probably worship the ground she walks on.
And sounds like honestly they would kind of get along. They were both during the battlefield. They were flirting pretty hard.
Pretty hard.
Talking about fighting
because that's all they both like doing.
Yeah, and if she also she would have a free punching bag for the rest of her life.
And she has all these kids now because all the dragoons like her.
That's true, they do.
They all named her something similar.
Yeah, I know. I love when they named her something and
like Scarbo.
And then what's her brother's name? God, I always forget his name.
He's such a gem too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Scarlett's brother.
But she's like, oh, it's good that you did not hear that.
Yep, that was hilarious. That was great.
And then she mentioned how she's gonna get Saint Diana's magic back. Which is good.
Big old plan. They have to what? Now the plan is to track Paulina. Whatever, not Paulina. That's
Terra
who has I'm trying to remember what the goddess' name was.
Terra Metza is the goddess.
No, Terra Metza is the girl.
I thought Terametsu was the goddess.
No, Terametsu is the girl. The goddess that she talked to in
It's
this
Paulina.
episode is like Paul something. Yeah.
It's Paulina, isn't it?
Is it Paulina?
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah. I think it's like Paulina.
I don't know. Sure.
Who are both insane, by the way.
We're both nuts. But the plan is that she used a bunch of magic. Terametsu used a bunch of magic to blow up the crystal. It keeps the demons out. Now she has to ride in the next one, which the next one looks way cooler than the one that's in this country.
Yeah, I know.
I saw that. And I was like, you guys got gypped. That's what you guys got.
You got a lame
That's probably
crystal.
a tourist attraction there. You guys got
your crystal
gypped.
is just like a regular crystal.
regular rock. It was like, that looks dumb.
Honestly, it looked like a crystal you would mine in like a video game. That's just
Exactly.
like, this is a normal ignet.
That looked like an RP, like an MMO RPG level crystal. We don't have time to code this, so it's gonna be a giant crystal. Put it in there. They're gonna hit it, and it's fun.
Yeah. And then the second one, they're like, let's make this actually look cool.
Yeah, it's like a crescent or something like that. It's like, what on earth? What this the learning curve for making crystals just went nuts between the first two.
First time the first guy made it, he's like, all right, this is base form. It's like, so the second one's gonna look like almost similar. Yeah. The one you gave us is gonna look just as cool as your second one, right? It's a crystal.
It's a crystal. What? It's gonna be a crystal. It has a job to function. It has a job to do. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. But yeah, overall great episode.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And there was it was either, I don't think this was an after credit scene. This happened in this episode where Terametsu, when she was talking to the goddess,
Yes.
she still has the furry kid under her control.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
And
That is terrible.
Had him cast some spell on Lucius.
Kind of looks like the controls.
Or the Lucius.
Lucius. Kind of looks like the control spell. That
Might be, yeah.
Which will make me livid.
Yeah, that would be really mad about that. I would be really mad about that.
Because that was a whole thing in this episode too. It was like Scarlet doesn't like to fully trust people because she's been wronged before.
She's
gonna get doubly wronged by the furry kid and Lucius, who she's deeply in love with.
Yes, of course, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. How's that kid not out of that control yet?
I don't know.
You got hit on the head.
And the only thing that I will be glad about it is when Lucius finds out that it did happen.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be angry.
You people are done.
Yes, factual. Unleash the dragons.
Let's move on to Gachiakuta episode.
I don't know, 22.
Yes! Wow. Nailed it.
Doing all right tonight.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Per usual. So much going on in this episode. Much going on in this episode. Everyone bails. All the raiders bail. Bunch of jerks. Yeah. And then Lightning Girl's power is just, I'm gonna beat you all down.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I explained it is that the only reason she could do it is she was just pushing it beyond the limits to the point, like, the reason that she had a time before because she didn't want to burn her hair.
Yeah, now she's just cooking the crap out of her hair. Yeah. And it works because no one but Rudo could move.
Of course, Rudo.
Yeah, Rudo and his unending need to destroy or whatever.
Yeah. Also, he did save the day because he did shoot the bullet that missed, that created the hole.
Yes.
However, he didn't actually stop her herbs.
He didn't intend for that to happen.
Yeah, but I did love when she looked at him and his face was all just like
the anger, vengeance, Rudo. I did love that.
I also love how Engine was the only one who stayed standing.
Yep. The boy, Engine.
Did have a cane pretty much, but
still, whatever. We got all that lightning flowing through you. Who could tell? Who could tell?
Before we move on to the thing that happens to Lightning Hair Girl, let's save that for last because I just want to talk about a few other things. Her backstory, Gerudo Village girl, she's like, hey, you guys come in here and just because you have a dick think we're gonna have sex with you, and he's like, the master, which is a jaw or something like that.
Zio?
It's a Zodja, I thought.
No.
Or
Zodjal?
Zodla or Zodl.
Zodl, maybe that sounds closer. Zodl.
That sounds really lame.
Zodl.
Yeah.
Zaldal.
Whatever. He just gives her the comb. We don't hear what he says. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Interesting backstory. Blah blah. She had short hair. Now she had long hair. The Kaiju girl's ability is insane.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That thing was that's like what she's only that was only her to come out to level 3, right?
3
of how many? When I knew something crazy was gonna happen when they're all trying not to get sucked out, and she's just standing there with weights, and I'm like, oh no, what is this about to be?
Yeah, so I'm interested because there's what is her vital instrument?
I think it's the clothes she's wearing.
Because she goes, my vital instrument, and then she says her name. And then Rudo goes, wait, her vital instruments, and then it gets cut off. They didn't say it in this episode.
Well, maybe they're hiding what
For
it is.
some reason, they didn't say what it was.
She could have just named her vital instrument her costume, though.
No, she could have, but I thought it was just weird that why they cut
It is
Rudo
weird.
off.
It is weird, yeah.
I was just like, and he was so surprised by her vital instrument, which at the same time, clothing, that makes sense. That would surprise you. But that really wouldn't surprise me because everything you've seen so far, anything's a vital instrument.
Yeah, you can turn everything into a
I
vital
mean,
instrument.
technically, Rudo, yours is also clothing.
Yeah, that is also very true, yeah. So,
Yeah. It was very interesting, and so I'm like, is there more to her vital instrument? Who knows?
I need to know all of it.
Because
now.
it's super cool. And first of all, when she did the 3, she goes, oh, I should have went bigger. I was like,
we can go bigger? She probably loses control bigger. Goes like full monster, you think?
that would make sense.
That would make a lot more sense. That's why she's limited. What
Yes.
she can do. Little bit of One Piece call it, I feel like, there when she was transforming with the spinning and some of the sounds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's got like Toon Force ability.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much when she shifted there. That thing was like the dinosaur monster thing.
I was like, well, it makes sense you brought her.
Yeah. And it's still plushy somehow.
Yeah, I know.
It's all things. It's hard and heavy and all plushy.
Mm-hmm. I did like when they broke the
Yeah.
vital instrument and then it's falling apart and just like, I totally forgot that would make this whole thing fall apart. I was like, engine.
That was fantastic. When the 3 of them like hit the core too, I was like,
It was dope.
That was dope.
It was dope.
Real awesome.
And then them surviving on the back of Kaiju Girl.
Yep. And he got Amo's boots.
Amos Boots. He's
The
really
Watchmen series.
who's definitely dead.
You gotta be right.
Well, he's like, what happened to Amo? And
No one will say.
then what's his name said Bunda.
Yeah,
Bundas. Yeah, he was like, he really doesn't know, does he? So I was like, that means he's dead. Probably.
Dead.
Bundas, you're so cool.
Oh no. I mean, no, Rudo. That means you get a new set of boots.
That would be cool. He would be very bad with those boots.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's like controlling people's emotions.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him trying to control
Maybe he'll just
people?
control his own emotions.
Yeah, maybe. No, because then he'd be terrible.
I guess it's true, yeah.
His vengeance is what fuels him. That was awesome. But the main thing is we got Full Metal Alchemist here.
Holy moly.
For Lightning Girl. That was awesome.
That was insane.
When she gets thrown into space and there's like a huge body.
Yeah, the barrier, the thing that Rudo saw when he fell.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He saw the Watchmen. I don't know if she's gonna say series after that, or
I think she's just gonna say The Watchmen.
I think it might be the Watchmen. Yeah, which kind of makes sense for something like that, where it just like it's up there looking.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was nuts.
Yes.
That was like when she was, and there's like she got thrown up there, blah blah, falling, all that stuff. First up, I'm really sad that girl's gone. I wanted to see so much more of her. We talked about this. We wanted to see so much more of her, but it's fine.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
It's that classic anime. We did see her head almost get like torn off. I don't know if that was just
I think that was
symbolism.
I think that was her mind.
And then we just see her body flow by the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Classic anime logic rules. You didn't see her die,
True.
So you don't know she's dead.
True. When it stuck out its hand there and like it sucked the color out of the world, and
that was awesome.
Yeah, and you got a second of like the Watchmen symbol for a second.
It was awesome.
I was like, oh,
yeah.
This is so. How did this anime get so good?
I know it got
How did it get so good.
And then Rudo saw the
Yeah.
colorless happen, and then her fall. Geez, Sanji.
Yeah.
And then her fall by.
So that actually happened. The color did get sucked out of the world. It wasn't that part. Just wasn't in her head.
I was surprised about that.
And so when she wanted to tell the Raider Master there, it was like when you cross the border, you lose your purpose or something like that.
Well, you lose what's precious to you.
Precious to you. Yeah. Which precious. Which we'll see what she lost. Might just be her life. Like that was crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm assuming the assumption would be she's dead. If she's not dead, it really doesn't make any sense because how did she survive the fall?
Yeah. How did she take a look at the watch? How has no one else survived this and then she does?
Yeah, and also, why aren't people? So people can't go up, but they can go down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can they though? Maybe when they cross the border going down, they also get their stuff sucked away. But Rudo had a cheat code. He had the Watchmen series.
But this isn't the first Spherites. That's like Spherites have been captured before and traded before. People.
Live ones?
Yeah, that's what they said.
They were talking about a live. They talked about Rudo was like one of the first live ones ever found.
I'd have to go back and look at that.
I'm pretty sure those guys were saying that it was like the only live one they were really found. I have to go back and look. Yeah, but I remember that was like the talking point then. It was like they never found him alive.
But how would they know they're Spherites then?
Clothing.
Oh yeah, clothing. That's true. I know. I'd have to look.
There are no
other Spherites. They have not come across another one, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
but they would be rare. Interesting. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe he just because he did have the gloves on.
Yeah, maybe that's the pass to get by. Because if it's part of the Watchmen series, maybe we need the Watchmen series to get past it.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense how the guy. No, Amu's not from the Sphere.
No,
she's not.
She's from the Dirty Ground.
Yes.
But maybe the Wing guy has Watchmen series. I mean,
that makes sense. That would make sense why the Master is the Wing guy.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because he has a Watchmen series coat,
and it does like do wing stuff.
Yeah, and he had that mask coming on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're totally right. So maybe.
And maybe that's why specifically,
and
that's why he specifically wanted Rudo. That's why he specifically wanted Rudo to be put through it.
But he knows how to get past the border then.
Yeah, but he needs more people than himself.
I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, well, yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, possibly.
Or maybe he just wanted to test it. Maybe because he could fly.
Yeah.
He wanted to test it with other people.
Yeah, maybe.
And specifically didn't want to waste his people. Or maybe he has tested it with someone before, carrying them, and they died.
Could be something like that, yeah. That could be something like that, right?
Important to him, which I highly doubt he has anyone important to him. He did have a sad boy backstory for a second, but he didn't care about it.
Nah, I don't care.
I don't know. The show rules. It's very interesting. It got even more interesting in this episode.
Yeah.
I really hate that we're probably going to go in a slow second here, and it's probably going to end.
Probably, yeah. We're approaching 24 episodes.
Yeah, it's really sad, and I really hope more people watch it. Once again, nobody's watching it for some reason. I don't.
Yeah, they are. I'm seeing a bunch of people watching.
No, a bunch of people are watching it, but not enough.
Okay, fair. All right, okay.
There's other shows being watched a lot that are really annoying me.
Like what?
Sanda.
Right.
There's a whole. I see there's the X page I follow that shows the most watched shows each week.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you're like, who is watching this?
Okay.
My Hero's usually at the top. Spy Family's in it. Sanda. And then there's like a few others that we're not even watching.
Oh, okay. Huh. Look at
that. But Kamen Rider's never in it, and
of course not.
Gachiakuta is sometimes in it.
Oh, that's weird. That's
even
weird.
though it's a bit of fire.
Is everyone watching that camping with the gods or something thing?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Maybe,
campfire
probably.
camping. I have to look it up. I remember. I keep seeing it everywhere. I'm just like, this doesn't look that interesting to me.
I don't know. There are a few that actually do look kind of interesting, but there's just so much anime,
Yeah, cooking in the garden of the god. I don't remember.
But let's move on to the last anime of the week. Episode of the week. One Piece. Episode.
Oh,
I can give you a hint. It's over 1,000.
I don't know, 1152.
Correct.
Really?
That is 100% correct. Yes. Nailed it.
Let's go.
You only got one wrong.
I'll take it. That's a near perfect week for me.
Getting One Piece counts as getting them all right.
Honestly, pretty much.
Yeah.
That is the important one.
Oh
my goodness. Oh.
The golden anime. Absolute. I mean, there's things that happen in the beginning. Stuff. And the stuff with Emmett is obviously awesome.
Yes.
Was expecting Emmett to have a deeper voice, personally. That's just me.
Yeah, I expected that a little bit too.
His voice is just a little high for me, but whatever.
I think I'll get past that.
Yeah. Did like the scene where he goes to shoot his arm, and Luffy, Sanji, and Frankie are like, let's go.
Oh, giant robot.
Yes, and that it didn't work. Actually, the scene before that I love is when Emmett's like, Joy Boy, blah, 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 blah. And Luffy just turns around and looks behind him. He's like, no, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Who's that? It's fantastic. And also, I will always love when they do a voice of all things moment where Luffy's like, down to the Giants, like, you call me Joy Boy. I don't know who that is. And they're like, he can talk. We didn't hear anything. It's like, what? Yeah, voice of all things, boy.
Love it. And then Luffy just doesn't get it. As per usual.
Per usual. He's an idiot. Dumbest person.
Yeah.
But yeah, the robot, Emmett himself fighting, oh crap! Did we know what his name is Emmett already in the show?
Yeah, they said it.
They said it already?
I'm pretty sure they said it.
Okay, let's hope they said it.
Would it really matter if they did?
I guess not.
It's not a spoiler what his name is.
I guess
it has no relevance to anything.
I guess not.
The episode did start with Vegapunk and Clow, D, Clover. And that really cool, like, I like that little, like, old movie style
That
thing.
was nice. Yeah, that was a cool little thing they did in showing young pirate Vegapunk. Well, I guess after pirate age Vegapunk.
Vegapunk was so a dork.
Such a dork, yeah.
Yeah, he was just such a bootlegger back in the day.
Yeah, he pretty much was. Yeah, he was, but he's a bootlegger. It's so confusing with him because he started Mads and they were pirates at one point. And then he just like his biggest thing was he made the bubble gun. He made the bubble things that turned gunpowder into not the bubble. Yeah, he made the thing that turns gunpowder into flowers, and it was world peace and all that stuff. So he was trying to achieve peace and all this stuff in science.
Yeah, I think he
just did it through the government.
No, I think he hit a point in his pirating when he was just like, "There's just no point fighting anymore," and he kind of felt that in this episode because he's like, "You need to stop. Like, there's no point.
Just get in line."
Yeah, even though Clover there was like, "Well, they killed my brother in front of me,"
and that was an insane scene.
Yeah, no, he's like, and then I wussed out about it, and now I feel terrible, and I was like, obviously,
yeah, of course, yeah, it makes sense.
Survivor's remorse also,
of course, yeah.
But the scene I like loved and hated is Caesar just laughing about the Buster call, but I'm just like, I just don't hate Caesar.
I know.
He's so evil, but he's
a really bad guy.
He's so
like evil. He's like advanced evil for some of the villains.
He's laughing about a Buster call.
Yeah, he experimented on kids.
Yeah, he's
a lot.
He's super evil.
Did a lot. But he blew up that whole island because Vegapunk was like, nah, we ain't doing what you want to do.
But gosh, I love Caesar.
I do. He's so great. Yeah. He's so funny. He had to have sucked to work above.
Oh, I bet.
Like the entire time, it's like, Caesar, don't do this. But I want to do this.
Yeah. No, he's work above, work below.
Yeah, work below. You're gonna experiment on.
Yeah, work in vicinity.
Work near Caesar.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's the case. He blew up Hellcasser.
Yeah, within like 250 miles of Caesar.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that happened, and then Saint Peter there in the show bit Emmett and
the worm.
Yeah. And
pretty much the worm and the boar just like gang up on Emmett, and he holds his own for a second there.
And then the rest of the crew on the Thousand Sunny were like, we have to stop. Oh yeah, the scene was awesome. Atlas.
All the Vegapunks, man, they're just.
Why'd she punch Lilith again?
I believe it was to take her off of. York said it. She took her offline so that they would think that York's the only Vegapunk after Atlas dies. That way Lilith can live.
Yes.
So they, Atlas does that, takes her out, takes her offline, goes and does this awesome sacrifice scene against. He's got a really long saint name, Horse Guy.
Yeah, Horse Samurai.
Horse Samurai takes him off the edge and all that stuff. Then sadly dies.
Yes.
Gets cut right in half.
I know.
But then explodes in his face. And I was that's pretty awesome. That's pretty great.
That's pretty great.
Like, dang, Vegapunk, right to the end, dude.
I definitely think Atlas and Edison had the coolest going out scenes.
Oh, yeah, for
sure. They didn't do Edison enough justice in the anime.
I agree with that. Edison deserves a statue.
Yes, absolutely. But they definitely had the coolest going. Shaka, sadly,
York just gunned him down.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. There's nothing you can do about it. And
Shaka got to be cool 99% of the time. He just didn't get cool going out.
That's true. And then the other one I don't really remember.
Pythagoras?
Yeah, I don't really.
He was fun. He was pretty fun.
No, he was funny, but I just don't remember how he died actually.
I think when the Seraphim killed him.
Right, that was what it was.
I'm pretty sure when the Seraphim killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But Atlas like a champ. But the main meat and potatoes of the episode was the double Nikas.
Oh, great! They're really just killing the Gear 5s these days. Like, even Bonnie's transformation was like, I was like, this was perfect. They even did her own little spiral circle thing that's not in the manga where when Luffy transforms, and I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
her did this so well.
Her transformation scene was animated.
When the smoke's just moving around, she goes from small to bigger to regular size to Nika. I'm just like, Nika-like future where I'm free. I'm just like,
it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was incredible. Also, her Nika form rules.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Her hair looks awesome.
They're animating the crap out of it, and I love it. And Saint Saturn hating them above all things, and hating Bonnie above most things right now. Apparently, prioritize attacking her. Goes out of his way to attack her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. Yeah. He jumps over all the giants.
Yeah, and then she winds up her big old punch, and Luffy comes in like a G.
Oh, that was so
And just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna let her do this. And just like knocks away all of his Saint Saturn's claws. Yeah. It was like, this is great.
Yeah, and then they just beat the crap out of him.
Dude, 2 Nikas is awesome. Whoever thought that was like, everyone was like, what's a Nika? What's a Joy Boy? Blah, 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 blah. And then Luffy gets his awakening, and you're just like, that's what it is. It's so cool. It's the only one in the show. That's why it's special. There's no way it's going to get any better. And they had a second one. And you're just like, this is even better.
It is even better, especially because hers makes sense. The entire time we thought her fruit just shrink people and age people, but in reality, it just changes like the future. And I still love that line from Saint Saturn. Is like the older you get, the worse it is for you because you start to understand reality more.
Yep. Yeah.
But once again, Bonnie's 11 or 12, whatever old she is. So she's still a kid. And she probably aged more in our lifetimes because she's seen so much death. Obviously, she saw her parents' scene where they're like, "We're so glad you were born."
I don't think that there is any emotional storyline anywhere else in the world that has gotten the amount of emotional mileage out of me that Kuma's backstory has, and then him and Kuma and Bonnie's story together. Oh my goodness, that fake image of that family that never existed. I'm just like,
And then what was all this flashes to like Marco, and then
I think it's talking about all of that was when they were talking about
it's all like the
special breed. So we got the Lunarian.
Yes.
And then we got Pudding, which she's got 3 eyes.
Yes.
Apparently that's actually really significant. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And also, why does Blackbeard have her captured?
It must have to do with like that because it overplayed Whitebeard talking about like like a godlike people on top of the red line there.
Yeah.
Which we know is not the Celestial Dragons.
No, I know.
So.
Yeah, I did not. Maybe that we must have skipped out of the manga for a second.
Apparently, there's a lot going on during this time.
I know. Yeah, we're talking about Saint Saturn getting punched, and you're like, oh. But yeah, I was like, I literally went like I'm like watching it, and that was a great episode, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
What was that?
Go back real quick.
What was that? The Buccaneers?
Yeah, because it was like
they're talking about the Void Century coming back to light.
Is Marco special?
I have no idea.
He was in it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think special?
No,
he was.
He was there. He was there to do the Whitebeard overplay.
Yeah, he
talking
was
about the god, like the nation of gods.
And then it was Buccaneers, then Luminarians.
Yeah,
and then Pudding.
And then Triclops.
Big Mom being like, "You're terrible," blah blah blah. But then Pudding showing.
I wonder if Pudding's not actually Big Mom's daughter. What if like an adopted daughter situation?
Could be.
Yeah, because like, I just don't understand. I don't understand where this Triclops thing came from. That one really threw me off.
There's a lot to Pudding.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. There's a lot to Pudding, and of course, Oda's just like,
yeah, here's more.
Yeah. Now, because I mean, right when you found out Blackbeard had her, you're like, why?
Why? What is the point of this?
Yeah. I mean, I understand you don't want to steal her devil fruit because it's dumb, but like,
it's not the dumbest devil fruit in the planet.
It's not the dumbest. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help you in a fight.
No, but like, not all devil fruits have to do that.
Do you think anyone on the Blackbeard crew wants a devil fruit that doesn't help them in a fight?
I imagine Blackbeard wants someone who can brainwash people. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think he cares about that.
I think he will.
Has he ever tried to brainwash anybody?
He's tried to bribe them into working for him. This would be a lot easier. Just remove all the bad memories of him.
That is true. Nah, I think
once again, I'm not saying that's the actual aspect of it. I'm saying that why anyone would want it. I'm saying it's a more effective fruit than.
No, it's an effective fruit. I was just thinking for the Blackbeard crew.
You're thinking that they took her to steal her fruit. That's what you're thinking.
No, I don't think they took her to steal her fruit. I think they took her for another reason because I don't think.
I think that too. Yeah, I think that too.
Especially also,
I don't think they would have besieged all of Whole Cake and froze the Sweet Generals to get her fruit.
Yeah, no, they definitely wanted for something else.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I do think also it's one of those and if you know the ability to steal devil fruits, she's not on the top of the priority.
I agree with that. Yeah. That I agree with.
I mean, especially even at Whole Cake.
I'd agree with that. Yeah. Oven was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Katakuri was there.
Was he frozen?
Yeah, he was fighting.
He was away, I thought.
No, he didn't get frozen. Cracker got frozen. He ended up fighting Oven for some reason. I can't remember what ability had them do that, but someone's devil fruit ability had them fighting each other. That's what distracted them.
Okay. Because I was like, except for Blackbeard, I bet Katakuri could take most of the people on the Blackbeard fights, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's faced.
Yeah. Maybe the second command, who I don't even know who that is. Is it what is his name? It's like a religious name.
I think it's Jesus.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
Jesus Burgess.
Yeah.
Is he second in command? Or is Shiro of the Mist?
Maybe.
Or the Rain? Whatever that guy's name. That
no, he is second in command.
He's second in command. Yeah,
he might be able to go toe to toe with Katakuri. Might be.
Maybe.
I said
maybe.
might.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a really good question.
Nah, Katakuri's probably gotten so strong.
He's so strong. He was already so strong.
Yeah,
man.
he's probably got stronger too.
That's true. Yeah, and Shiro of the Reigns thing is that he actually has to hit the guy, and Katakuri can pretty much just not get hit.
That's true.
With his abilities.
Oh yeah, because he's besides Sanji has the best observation Aki.
Yep, on the planet.
All right, but yeah, Nico thing was awesome, beautiful.
So good.
So many still frames that were amazing. Bonnie just with her arm back and blacked out eyes.
Oh,
when it shows her like zoomed out, then Luffy just pops up behind her.
Poetry in motion.
And obviously, black and white celestial dragons getting punched in the face. Never.
Every time.
Ever
More. Give me more.
Anything else?
Not really. I think next episode is gonna be really big. So. We appreciate you for making it to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe because Himmel the Hero wouldn't forget.